to introduce you to our special guest today. Do you know that we have some butterflies in the room? In fact, we have two of the three butterfly sisters joining us today, and they're going to share their special book with us. But before then, let's get started. Welcome to story time at our store. We're so glad you came to read and explore. Now, open your eyes and turn up your ears, because you never know who or what will appear. I have with me this morning Miss Karen and Gretchen, and they are two of the three butterfly sisters, and they're going to share a very special story with you this morning. But I want them to introduce themselves first.
My name is Karen, and I'm the red butterfly.
And I'm Gretchen, and I'm the blue butterfly.
And this is our sister, Heidi, who's a yellow butterfly, but she lives in California, so she couldn't be here. So we're showing you where she is on the globe. She's fluttering around out there in California.
Are you guys ready to read?
Yes.
So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to show you guys the pictures, and they're going to read to us. Are you ready? The Three Butterfly Sisters, as retold by Karen, Gretchen, and Heidi. Illustrated by the White Moose Atelier and Crystal Olino. All right. Let's get started. Let me get to that first page. This is the fun of being live.
In the first page, there's a picture of my sisters and I when we were, well, I think one. How old were you, Gretch? 6, and I was probably like about 9 or so. That's a picture of us together. And this book we dedicated to our dad. His name was Hank, and he created this bedtime story for us, and used to tell us the story at bedtime almost every night. And so one day, a while ago, we decided that we wanted to write this story down, get this in print. So it's really a family legacy. It's a special story for us because it just evokes all the fun times we had as children. And we grew up on the seacoast of New Hampshire, which is in New England. Do you know where New Hampshire is? You live? Well, do you know where Maine is? Have you ever heard of that state? No, but it's on the east coast of the United States, so it's still on the ocean.
Not far from Boston.
Right.
Okay. Once upon a time, there were 3 butterfly sisters who liked to flutter around Jane's peaceful and colorful gardens on the seacoast of New Hampshire. The oldest butterfly was cardinal red, the middle one was sky blue, and the youngest was lemon yellow. One day, the rose queen and the flowers in the garden said to the cardinal red butterfly, "We're having a summer party. Would you like to come?"
And the cardinal red butterfly said, "Can my 2 sisters come too?" The rose queen said, "Oh no, this party invitation is just for you." So the cardinal red butterfly said, "Yes, I would like to come to the summer party, but only if my 2 sisters can come with me." The 3 butterfly sisters knew in their hearts that they would always be true to their family, with love and loyalty to each other. So if the invitation was not for all 3 of them, then no one would go.
Several days later, the rose queen said to the cardinal red butterfly, "I had a meeting with all of the flowers in the garden, and we've decided that all 3 of you can come to the summer party after all. We see all 3 of you are unique, just like all of us, but together you make something very special." So the 3 butterfly sisters attended the summer party where they enjoyed singing, dancing, and making lots of new friends. From that day on, the three butterfly sisters honored each other and the family values they had learned to carry them through all the different gardens of life.
And here's our family lesson. Wherever we are, family, love, and loyalty will always be valued deep within our hearts. We share this special gift from our parents with our children, grandchildren, and to all the children around the world. To be carried on.
Wow, what a nice story, right? And it was a bedtime story that their dad told them. How cool is that? How many of you get to hear a bedtime story? Luke, yeah? What's your favorite bedtime story?
I don't even remember.
He's got to think about it.
We do different runs every day.
Do you have a favorite bedtime story?
The Bible.
The Bible. Okay. That's a pretty good bedtime story. Aiden?
He likes the Veggie Tales
The
story.
Veggie
That's
Tales.
I like that
Those
series.
are good bedtime stories.
Well, in bedtime stories, the reason why it's short, it's not a very, very long book, is because it is bedtime and you don't want it to go on and on and on. So I'm sure that's why my dad kept it a little bit shorter. But I also think that's good for attention span anytime, right? It's a good.
Beautiful story.
So does anyone have any questions? Anything you'd like to ask us about it? How about you? Yes, yes.
What made you want to write the story?
Because it just was special, something that meant a lot to us. And we wanted to make sure, initially, we just wanted to make sure that we carried the legacy on. So we were just going to do it just for our family. And I have a son and a daughter, and Gretchen has a son, and Heidi has a son and a daughter. And we thought, let's get it down in writing before we all forget, or, you know, it just was important to us. But as we progressed with it and had it published, we found that a lot of people really wanted to read it and to think about it. It's kind of a timely message for right now, I think.
Yeah.
It's very relevant,
Yeah.
and we also think that it's a very global story, which wasn't the original intention, I don't think, but you know, there are families of all kinds, sizes and shapes, and love and loyalty, I think, especially right now with the trying year that we've had, is very relevant. And we're finding that even a lot of adults that we know are buying it. I have to admit that even for myself, sometimes at bedtime, I'm reading it because I think it's very peaceful. And again, as Karen has said, that it reminds us of wonderful memories of the seacoast, our family, and growing up together. And we have a very special bond, even though we live pretty far apart from our other sister, but she's always in our heart. And so I think that's a really timely message for everybody to remember. So, and our dad was very creative, and he actually made this story. He dreamed it up. And so I think that's very special also to pass on to our own adult children and now grandchildren and to all children of the world, that we all have that potential inside us to create a story that's really beautiful.
And to use your imagination. Right. And that's what reading really does. It allows children to really use their imagination. Great.
And our dad called us the three butterfly sisters as well. So that's where that came from. We didn't make it up.
I was really hoping that was the case.
Yes, that is the case. He had other nicknames for us too, but this was a collective nickname. Absolutely.
And so actually this story has been in our lives for a very long time. And unfortunately, we lost our dad about 3 years ago to Alzheimer's. And we just thought it was a wonderful way to honor him and to honor our mother, who had the greenest thumb probably that we knew. And so we thought it was a wonderful way to honor both of their lives and the lessons that they taught us.
That's wonderful.
Have you seen any butterflies lately?
Yeah.
Have you?
What kind?
We have a lot in our house.
Do you? Do you
Yeah.
have special plants outdoors that attract them, that make them come?
Fire
Oh,
spark.
Oh,
They eat the little red,
Mhm.
yep, right, Lou? And hummingbirds.
Oh,
nice.
yes.
Do we have
Lately,
any?
I've seen a lot of monarch butterflies.
Yeah,
around
that's
my
true.
house.
I have myself.
And we also like the symbol of the butterfly, that it changes as it goes through its transformation. And at the end, you have a very unique butterfly. They're all very different colors, markings.
Do we have any more questions for the butterfly sisters? No?
Gretchen, did you want to teach them?
Oh,
Something?
yes, I did.
Being a teacher in the
Yeah.
past, of course.
I was a teacher for over 30 years, so it never goes away.
Well,
So I thought I would just teach you in sign language how to say the three butterfly sisters. Do you know any signs? Do you, Liz?
more?
Yes,
Yes.
very good.
Yeah.
More. Yeah.
Do you know any, Laura?
Do you know any? Okay.
Remember?
So we're going to learn three, which is really easy. So it's this. So these two fingers are down. So 3. And then you're going to wrap your arms around in your thumbs. Butterfly.
Okay.
And then there's 2 ways to say sisters.
Point 'em to
You can
you.
either say girl, same,
I know.
so like in the same family, or you can make 2 L's. And again, use your thumb to go here.
Hey, how many butterflies there is?
So sisters.
Huh?
Very
Turn that
good.
way.
All right, so you want to try it all together?
Done.
Ready? 3. Wrap those thumbs around. Butterfly,
Can you do that?
sisters.
wow.
And
Cool,
then we'll
huh?
try it the other way with the 2 L's as the sisters, okay?
Do that,
So
Luke.
again, 3. Butterfly,
Cool.
sisters. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. And one more. Do you know Spanish? Have you learned Spanish in school?
Hola,
You know a
amigos,
word in
¿cómo
Spanish?
estás? Bien, ¿y tú?
Wow. ¿Cómo estás?
Right, Luke.
¿Cómo estás? All right, so we're going to learn it in Spanish, okay? So, las,
Las
tres,
tres
hermanas
hermanas
de las mariposas.
De las mariposas.
Very good.
Sounds like a lot, doesn't it? Mariposa is the name for butterfly.
Butterfly.
Mhm.
So let's try it one more time. Las,
Las
tres,
tres
hermanas
Hermanas
de las mariposas.
de las mariposas.
So what's the word for butterfly in Spanish?
las
Mariposa. Mariposa. Very
There
good.
you go.
Very good. And someday we're hoping to translate it into a few other languages. Because we grew up with
Beautiful.
French and Spanish, because a lot of people speak Spanish, and sign language. Let's do sign one more time. 3, butterfly,
Sisters.
sisters.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Very good.
Well, thank you, ladies, for joining us.
for
That
having
was
us.
so much fun.
Thank
And we
you.
learned some things as well. I hope that you also enjoyed the story out there and you are thinking of a special story that you can share with your family. And so I will see you all again next week as we start our Milk and Cookies series. Next week will be Miss Colleen Hodge reading from St. Michael's Academy as part of the St. Michael's Book Fair. But you are welcome to still call in and RSVP. I've got a few spots left because we don't want too many on the Storytime rug right now. But please call in if you're interested. This next week and the 2 weeks after will also be RSVP story time, so you can sign up for one of those as well. Watch for our newsletter and our website to find out more about that. But thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for tuning in. Ladies, it was such a pleasure. And I will see all of you next week, some way, somehow. Have a blessed week. Bye-bye.
Bye.